Okay, this was actually several days later because we're actually going to be delivering this truck tomorrow. And tomorrow happens to be Saturday. So clown clock time on Friday afternoon says 3:24 in the afternoon. Let's see what clown guy number 214 is doing and how it's going on finishing this baby up to get her done. What's going on, JG guy, JGG?
Well, actually, it's paint.
Waxing it down, making it look good.
It's all waxing.
Okay, kind of like karate movie.
Yes, sir.
So you're basically finishing it up, getting the final wax job. We got a couple little touch-up spots. This baby's ready to go home.
Yes, sir.
Now, well, you weren't here when we restored it, were you?
No.
You weren't here, but I was.
Alright.
Let me tell you something. This thing was a pain in the fuck-off ass bitch.
Yeah, that's what 940 was saying.
940 was fucking right, dude. We'll be doing a nice clean walk around of it when it's all done. Let me ask you this, how much you actually got done on it? You're telling me you've already done this grill and that bumper? There's no fucking way, dude. Hold on a minute. There's no fucking way, dude. You've already done the hood.
Yeah.
Alright. It's looking good, dude. I see your reflection. Keep it up, bud. Don't forget, we still got to touch the motor parts up. JG guy, GGJ.
Get up that motor with wax.
We're not going to wax the fucking motor. We're going to touch it up with the paint that you bought yesterday, JG.
Right.
Hurry up and get that bitch done.
I'm hurrying, don't worry.
So as we see, clown number 214 has been kicking it in hard and making the truck look beautiful. This is his first week on the job, and it looks like he's working pretty hard at what he's trying to do, trying to get her done and do it right. The situation is, will he do it right? Will he make it look right? Or will he be another fuck-off guy like Mr. Loser fuck-off dude that used to work here that fucked up the doors on the truck? And will I have to let JG go in the end? You're laughing again, JG. I don't like your laugh. It's kind of shifty when you're always giggling and laughing, dude. All right, let's go. Let's get her done, dude.
Yeah,
Get all them fingerprints off. There you go. Polish that chrome.
Yeah, buddy.
So I think they'll have it done. Dylan went on his way to get a tire for the truck to fill the gap in for where our spare goes. He'll be back. We'll finish that project out, and that'll be a done fucking deal. The horn finally works. They got the horn working. The owner wanted to go ahead and keep the original horn button because when he was at 12 years old, he used to drive the car in the fields of Grandpa's farm and beep the horn as he was driving it and play fire engine man and policeman and army guy and all that. So he wants to keep the horn button as a memorabilia that says, "This is my fucking horn." So we'll be back when the truck's all detailed out. We're gonna get a nice good walk around view of it, see what the fuck went on for 3.5 years over here, and all the employees that passed through, and all of the exciting moments we had with our truck as we end up giving the truck back to Norm, the childhood truck guy that says, you know what, this is the car I learned to drive in. I'm sorry, truck I learned to drive in. Well, clown clock time says 10 minutes to 6 o'clock, and I think we got our truck done. Let's go ahead and pull this baby outside. Let's get our final last walk around. Oh, I'm sorry, that's right, we got us a brand new tire, but that's on the walk around. We don't want to look at that right now. Let's get her pulled outside. Let's do our final walk around before tomorrow morning gets here. And Norm, the truck driver guy, will be here to pick it up, and we'll be saying goodbye to our 3-year restoration of our 1966 Chevy truck. the day before this baby goes home, and let me tell you what, this was a major constructional job. This was not a domino effect. This was a restoration. This was a on-frame restoration that took many years to accomplish. A lot of uphill climbs on this bitch from start to finish. We completely dismantled everything on this truck except the cab. We did not take the cab off of the frame. We left it on, but we went ahead and completely did everything else. I mean, we did a complete brake job, a complete front suspension, complete rear suspension, complete interior job, complete motor overhaul fucking situation. We dismantled every single body part on this and did all the major body work. We had parts sandblasted and we painted everything immaculately, better than factory fucking finish new that we can do to make this truck the truck that it is now. This type of job right here, 3 years was actually, I would say, probably half the time of what it would take you, all right, at home to do. This is a big fucking job, but you know what? The job's done, the headaches are done, and this truck is going home tomorrow. I gotta say one thing, I don't like long bed trucks. I don't like big old long bed step side trucks with a spare tire. But this truck turned out beautiful. We've had people pull in off the street to look at this truck just from having it parked outside here that just can't believe what it looks like. The owner of this truck spent many thousands of dollars to restore his dream and make it what he wanted to have, to say, look at my grandfather's truck. It all came back together and it all looks like brand new. Brand new oak bed, brand new bedside, brand new front bed, brand new tailgate, brand new bumpers, all right? Painted Chevrolet on the tailgate, brand new fenders on the rear. You know, this thing's like just, it's freaking immaculate of what kind of restoration went in to restoring this truck of what it is now. If we look under the hood, you can see it's got the straight 6-cylinder original motor, never overhauled until my friend Pete removed the engine and had it completely rebuilt, basically remanufactured. All the parts that went back in that engine were straight from General Motors itself. It was redone, rewired, and runs just like it did the day that it came out of the shop. We went ahead and painted the backside of the hood a nice semi-gloss black, just possibly like they would have done at the factory. We went ahead and dismantled every little piece and painted all of the pieces inside, the inner fender wells, the radiator core support structure, everything's painted separately in black. We painstakingly kept every single original bolt, and we wire brushed, washed them, acid dipped them, and cleaned them off to make sure that it looked original factory specs. The interior from this truck was actually a two-tone interior. I don't know why they painted these two-tone when it's just the bottom of the line truck, but I went back to manipulate the same exact two-tone interior job that they had. When I say two-tone, I'm talking the interior was one color and then the outside of the truck was another color. So we went ahead and painstakingly, once again, I'm using that word painstakingly because it was a lot of fucking blood, sweat, and tears when we did this little situation right here. It was in the middle of the fucking winter 2 years ago, and it was so fucking hot in Texas that we can only work on it from 4:30 in the morning to approximately, I would say, 11 in the morning, and then we'd have to quit because it was so scorching hot inside the shop that we couldn't work on it every single day, all day long. But Clown Hat Dylan and Lucky Luciano, and of course Weekly Fuck Off Loser Guy, all worked on the inside. It took several months just to get the inside prepped up and ready for paint. And of course that was after we removed everything possible that we can think of. The steering column, we had to send the steering column out to New Jersey and have it completely rebuilt by a manufacturing company that rebuilds these old 3-speed on the column shifters. I went ahead and painted the steering column. He wanted to keep the old steering wheel. He didn't want to fix these cracks in it, so we left all the cracks just like they were. He actually didn't even want to paint the steering wheel. He wanted to leave it original, but I told him, man, we need to go ahead and repaint it and at least make it look half-ass decent. We painted all of the accessory stuff, such as the brake handle, the brake pedals. Everything's been replaced. The only thing that's not original in this truck is the carpet. This truck actually had floor mat, a rubber floor mat from the factory, but the floor mat that's were available would not work. And the company that used to make the floor mats that work, the molded floor mats, actually the factory burned up or something happened and they aren't making the molds anymore. So what you're looking at here is 3 years of not just one person, I'm speaking of myself here, but of several hard-working people that slaved to get the truck from a pile of shit rust bucket that sat out in a field for 35 years or 33 years, however long it sat, back to original factory condition, just like you're seeing today. A restoration job like this, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know, because everybody is curious, how much did the guy spend? How much money did he put in that truck to make it what it is now? He spent close to $30,000 restoring that truck. I don't like telling people how much they spent, because the first thing they think in their mind is, I made $30,000. Well, for all those people out there that think I made $30,000, you can take that price and stick it up your ass. Most of the money went for all the brand new parts and all of the trinkets and trackets and nuts and bolts and brake fucking parts and brand new bed parts and brand new wood beds and paint supplies and everything else it takes to do the job. I made probably 1/8 of my profit money, was about 1/8 of what the guy spent on the vehicle. The rest of it was in supplies to make the job what it is now. So don't think that $30,000 went in my pocket, because you're wrong, it didn't. And that's basically the story of the 1966 Chevy long bed farm truck that happened to step on my friend Pete's front door one day and say, hey, can you restore my truck? This was a big fucking job. This is a job that I do not want to do again. Not in any time near future, but I'm sure that, you know what, we got a situation, because we might be done with this truck might be done, but we got a real fucking situation waiting for us in the backyard. And as soon as Norm picks his truck up and gets it out of here, we got a 1960 Ford 4-door 4x4 big dog 4x4 big truck that needs restored, that's been in line waiting to be restored. That's going to be a 10 times worse job than what we did to Norm's. Yeah, so truck time over at my friend Pete's is not fucking over yet. So tomorrow when Norm gets here, we'll get a good conversation with him and see what the fuck he thinks and how he feels about having Grandpa's truck back in his possession after 3 long years of being restored. And hopefully he's going to be a real happy guy to get in that truck and drive it out of my parking lot and home where it belongs. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, restoring cars, restoring trucks, and making people happy, shaking a hand, making a friend, and keeping smiles everywhere we fucking go. Because that's what it's all about, is helping out one another and doing what you gotta do in life to be the guy that you gotta be. We'll be back tomorrow morning at about 11:30 as Norm picks up his truck and heads down the fucking road. Of course, that's after he pays me what he owes me, because he still owes me some fucking money. Take it easy. Laughing again, JG. I don't like your laugh. It's kind of shifty when you're always giggling and laughing, dude.
Adios, amigos.